Okay, so I've unfolded the map a little bit. I haven't flattened it out yet. We'll do that a little bit later. And first off, I lied. For some reason, I was thinking this was a 17 by 22 inch format. No, it is a full-sized map that you got here, and that's why it doesn't fit in the box. If it was a half size, it would fold up a little bit, maybe a little bit more compact. But there you go. So this is the map for the Colonial Twilight. You got your scoring track across the top, available forces there and there for the FLN. This is the display that governs, you know, what you can do as a players, your eligibility. So that's the first eligible player box. Let me get a little bit closer here so you can see what I'm talking about. First eligible puts his pawn there. Second eligible puts his pawn there. First eligible gets to choose to do an event, an op and special activity, limited op, which is an op in just one space, or an op only without the special activity, but you're doing ops in multiple spaces. Or you can pass. Pass gives you resources. If you choose any of the white colored spaces, then at the end of both players' actions, your pawn's going to go back to first eligible. If you are the if you're the first eligible and you do a shaded action, then when everyone's done, you're going to go into second eligible for the next card. Now, whatever the first player does, if the first player chooses to do something, then the second player can take any of the actions adjacent to the space that the first eligible player's pawn occupies. So if the first eligible does this action here, limited op, then the second eligible gets to do that, that, or that. They cannot do that. And so that's kind of the clever, sorry, I'm trying to hold the camera steady. That's the clever little mechanic that Brian's put into this system to maintain the flavor of Volko's system, but in a two-player package. So kind of a neat thing, and definitely something worth checking out because it's not always easy to round up 4 players to play a game. And you know, some players don't want to do the non-player bots, if you will. Plus, this is a really interesting conflict. Something that's not gamed a whole lot. There's only a couple games I know of on this particular topic, the Algerian Civil War. So here you go. That's Colonial Twilight by GMT Games, designed by Brian Train using Volko Ruhnke's coin system, Volume 8 in the coin series. And I'm Joel Tappan, and that's what comes inside the box.